Hello, my friends. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to commiserate with those of you that are also palette addicts. I want you to know that I am there with you. I admit that I have a problem, but I have a strong feeling that I would not be buying all of these palettes if I didn't have a beauty YouTube channel, because I justify it in that way. So let me just, I wanted to just tell you about the palettes in case anybody was interested in purchasing any of these. Some of them are limited edition. I'm not going to spend as much time on those just because, you know, if you're watching this and it's been a little while, you won't be able to get them, but I did want to mention them for those of you that are watching it, you know, in current time. So, oh, and I'm also going to mention this as well, but I'll get into that in a second. Well, first of all, I'm just going to start with this one because some of you saw that I got this on Instagram. Thank you to my good friend Renee, who is amazing, and Renee is the only reason why I got this palette. We'll put a link to her channel down below if you like subscription box opening. She does the kind where she puts her hand, you know, you just see the hands in the box and you open them up and it's like fast and quick, and she's awesome. She's a great person. I just want to give you a quick opinion on this because, of course, this is not available because Lorac completely botched this palette and how it was released, in my opinion, just because I feel like they could have made so much money off of selling so many of these. I don't get it. I don't get what they did. I don't get their marketing strategy. I don't get it. But I will tell you that these shades are absolutely phenomenal. I haven't found a dud in the bunch, but I've tried probably 75% of them and absolutely love them. They're pigmented, they're soft. The only thing is they do kick up product just like the rest of the Lorac Pro palettes. They do, you have to be really gentle with the brush in them or else they will powder up. So you just have to kind of be very careful with them when you put your brush in them. But other than that, they're absolutely gorgeous and fantastic. Will I be doing a look with this? No, I won't, just because, well, number one, I don't do a lot of tutorials, and number two, most people can't get this. Most people don't have this, so I probably won't bring this back except for maybe my yearly favorites. We'll see. We'll see if it makes it in. I think that Lorac botching the release of this might keep it out of my favorites for the year, but we shall see. It's coming up in the next few weeks. All right, next up is the other limited edition one that I want to tell you about that I got, and this is the Artist Palette for Eyes and Cheeks by Laura Mercier. And I did not own any Laura Mercier shadows, and this was very appealing to me, this color scheme. I've used all the shades at least once. I've used them, I would say 3 or 4 times since I've gotten it. How terrible is that? Because I'm such a palette addict, I can't like get love out of the palette before I buy another one. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, but I do want to show them to you. Just a few of them that I am absolutely enjoying. This one is Topaz. Another one, Crystal Beige, is gorgeous. And we'll do Stone Taupe. Brink, boink, boink. So you can see the pigmentation on them, just absolutely creamy and gorgeous and wonderful. One thing about these Laura Mercier shadows is the staying power on these things is phenomenal, like really, really nice. I was very impressed by that. The only thing that does not impress me about this palette is this rose gold shimmer in the middle. It's just okay for me. It doesn't show up great on my skin tone. It's a nice wash of color for me. I don't think that this would do much for someone of a darker complexion than me. I don't think it would do anything at all. I think this would work really nicely on someone with a lighter complexion than me, but other than that, it's not going to work very well. So I don't know why they use this in gigantic space for this gigantic cheek product that isn't going to work on a lot of people. I don't get that. But other than that, I'm really, really enjoying these shadows, and I am sad that it's limited edition. The other thing I wanted to mention though about this is I do not like the way the packaging. I just think it looks cheap. I mean, it looks like a Profusion palette. I mean, the ones you get at Five Below. It just, I mean, it's got the magnetic closure, which is really nice, but just the design of it is just really lame looking. Just what animal is that? Tiger print? Just random tiger print with a sticker on the back. It's like, really? That's all you got for us, Laura Mercier? You're Laura Mercier! Come on! You can do better than that. And it is nice and thin though, which is cool for storage, and it's very hard. So very nice for travel as well. We're gonna save the newest ones for last. The next one that I got was this Stila in the Garden palette, and these were very, very, very popular about a year ago, and I slept on them. I didn't get any of them. The other two I think are more popular than this one. I think this one's the least popular. They had these on HauteLook for $20 each, so I picked actually 2 of them up. Because you know I gotta do a giveaway. Because I always do. I mean, like, I can't stop. I can't stop. Hold on. Let me get it for you. It's in my cabinet. Let me get it. All right, so I haven't even taken it out of the bubble wrap. It's the exact same thing as this. I'm gonna be doing this for giveaway. They were $20 a piece and I heard they're amazing palettes, so I got y'all one. But I will show you what's in here, and so far I am loving it. I'm not sure about the color selection here. I feel like it's a really pretty color selection, but I feel like it needs more shades in order to pull this off as a complete palette. But I will show you how beautiful some of these shades are. We'll show you Sage, we'll show you Breeze, we'll show you Moss, and then we'll show you Rosette for fun. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, that was terrible. Ha! Okay, so that's what we're dealing with there. Just absolutely gorgeous, high quality shadows. Now, I do want to warn you, okay, about Stila palettes. Now, this palette is amazing. These palettes here, these are the eyes, are the window to the, and there's a few of them, palettes are amazing. But if you get their little tiny palettes, they're like little cardboard palettes, they're terrible. They're a whole different formula. Don't buy those little, like there was like artist palettes that came out last year. They're terrible. The ones that are like the different countries that you're finding for cheap around at like Marshall's and what is it, Nordstrom Rack. Those palettes are terrible. Don't get those, okay? The only ones you can really trust from Stila are the single shadows and then the bigger palettes. Don't get the small ones. It's the same thing with Lorac, okay? They do the same thing. They put this crap product in these smaller palettes and it drives me bonkers. So giveaway on these are my typical giveaway rules. You just put a comment down below that you're interested in the palette and you're entered to win. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do anything else. I use random.org. It tells me a number. I count, and that is how I get there. So this is a really nice palette. It's been really fun to play with. Pigmentation is awesome. The size of these shadows, they seem really big. 14 grams each, where the shadows here are 7 grams each. So the shadows here are twice as big as the ones in the Laura Mercier palette. The Lorac palette, let's see how big these shadows are. Does it say? Oh, it doesn't say how much each one is. It just says 17.6 grams total. So I would have to divide that. I'll put it here. Point is, these are really big for single eyeshadows in a palette, and pigmentation is phenomenal. If you can still find it, I'm pretty sure that they're not selling these anymore because they are older palettes. But if you can find this one I got a few months ago. This is amazing, and I've heard the other ones from this line are wonderful as well. So they're good bets for you too. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the Stila palette does come with an eyeliner, and the eyeliner's really nice. It's in the color Starfish, and it's just a green sparkly, it's a roll-up one. It's just super soft, super pigmented, smudges out really nicely, just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's got a bunch of gold glitter in there, which is very unique and very cool. Just be careful with these because once you roll them up, they're very difficult to get back down, so don't roll them up too much, like I just did. So the next palette that I got recently is the Julep Holiday palette, and they did have this on sale. I forget how much it is now, but I'll put all that information down below in the links to everything. This can only be purchased on the Julep website, and it is called the Sweep the Photogenic palette. Last year in December, they came out with this 5-shadow one, and I really, really like this one a lot, so I took a chance and got the big one, and I do really like this. I will say, though, that this I feel like would be better for a darker skin person. The shades are more, they're darker, they're deeper. There are some warm shades, there's some cool shades, but really and truly, I feel like these are more, there's not a whole lot of selection for somebody of a lighter complexion, so a medium to light complexion. This would be perfect for someone with like a golden tone, like I'm thinking like what would Lizzie do? I'm thinking of somebody like deeper, like Lishi. I mean, these would be beautiful. I mean, look at some of these. You've got to see. So this one is Gala. This is Icon, this is Debut, and this is Star. So I really think that they are definitely buttery, creamy, high quality shadows. The lasting power is really nice on them. Comes with this really nice brush. Well, at least this side I really like. I love this as a blending brush. Just kind of... You can see the shadows don't blend away when I do that, which is fantastic. I'm not a big fan of these flat brushes for eyeshadow application. Some people really like them, but I'm not a big fan. I just feel like it's too flat. It's hard to pack on the color with that. I love this one. This one is by Michael Marcus. I got this off Little Black Bag when Little Black Bag was a thing. So you can see the comparison of the one that I like here and the one that the Julep one. It's just not what I'm looking for. This fluffy part is actually really nice. I really do like that one a lot. So do I recommend this one? Yes, if you like darker eyeshadows, if you're a skin tone such as mine, or if you are a deeper skin tone, I think that you will absolutely love this palette. Two more. I have the Balmsai palette by the Balm, and I have Innerstellar by Kat Von D. Let's do Balmsai first. This I got off of the Haute Look website for half off because they had a Cyber Monday sale, Black Friday, I don't know, one of those. And I got it and I really, really like it so far. It's been really fun to play with. I have not played with these yet. I'm so scared of these things. If you have this palette and you've tried, or if you've tried something like this, please let me know. What you do is, this is a cat eye stencil. And you use the line to draw your cat eye, and then you use these little things for your wing. And then this one here is for brows, and it's a guard, so you put it like this on your eye as you're doing your brow. I mean, I feel like I have hair to guide my brow. Like, that's just me personally. If you don't have hair to guide your brow, then this might be something fun to use. And this is a shadow fallout guard. So you put this like this as you're doing your shadow, so that when you're doing your shadow, you don't get fallout. But if you tap your brush off, it kind of does the same thing. With the Balmsai palette, you get this nice big mirror. You get 18 shadows, which is a lot of shadows in a palette. You get these beautiful lighter colors, you get these neutral colors, you get some brighter jewel tones here, you get some darker neutrals, and then these are supposed to be the brow colors. And it tells you the uses of the shadows here. So it says basics, it says splash of color, it says brow shadows, and then it says use wet or dry on these bottom ones. So let me just show you a few swatches. So this one is High Tide. This one is Epic. This one is Big Kahuna. This one is Woody. And that's the brow bone color right there. So, I mean, you can just see kind of the range of what we're going for right there. Just really, really fun colors to play with. It's like they took the Rockstar palette and they just made it a gazillion times better. They like took the suggestions of people and they really went with it. With the Rockstar palette, you don't have really true, good, full eyeshadow looks. I mean, very, very few. They're just, I mean, it's just kind of odd, random colors. Where with this one, with the Balmsai palette, you get so many color combinations that you can actually use in a full look. Let me show you this one too. This one's Sandbar. This one's beautiful. Okay, I don't know if that's actually doing it justice, but it's really beautiful. So this one has been really fun to play with. Again, I bought too many palettes, so I haven't used it as much as I really should be using it. But this will be loved in my collection, and I'm going to put it right in the front to make sure I use it tomorrow, because I'm swatching these and I'm like falling in love all over again, you know? It's like finding someone that I met 2 weeks ago and being like, oh, I forgot you were so beautiful. Come into my life again, baby. Because the reason why I stopped playing with this was because I got this and I started playing with this. I need to stop. I have a problem. I have a serious problem. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know I got the Star-Studded Eyeshadow book and how much I hated it. About half the shadows were awesome, typical Kat Von D. The other half were complete doo-doo, like powdery, chunky, like anything bad you could imagine with the shadow, it was happening with that palette. So I was a little hesitant to get this, but the initial thoughts and reactions for the couple of reviews were pretty good, so I decided to go for it. Bam! It is all purples, grays, and neutrals. It's just kind of a cool toned, really fun palette to play with, and I will tell you that this is typical Kat Von D quality in this palette. So excited about that. I'm actually wearing on my eyes, actually it's still my gym bag, the Ladybird palette I have on my eyes right now, and I love that palette. Now this is an older palette that's very similar. You can see the shadows there. This one is the Sinner palette, but you can see this one, the new one, she's learned a lot, or whoever designs these palettes has learned a lot, because this one has a lot more shimmery shades. It's a lot less wearable than these. Putting these neutrals in there was pretty darn genius, if I might say so, because now you've got transition colors in there. You've got some colors you can really use to soften these brighter colors out, and I'm telling you, I've worn it quite a few times at this point. Well, quite a few, as in like 3 times. Yeah, Because I'm an addict, I'm telling you, I have all these palettes. There's only so many days in a week. You know, but I will tell you, every single shadow that I've worked with in here has been phenomenal. Okay, loving the packaging, by the way. Packaging is just beautiful. It doesn't really show well on camera, but if you go on Sephora's website, you'll be able to see it better. The color names are on the back here. So let's swatch. We'll do, was that Vast? Vast is this middle shade here. And then we'll do, oh no, I'm gonna say Dios, which is this gray. Astrological, which is the light purple. Let's do the black, because I know a lot of you are interested in the black, and that's called Nightcrawler. Bam, 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 bam. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's a black right there. That is a black. Holy gajoli, that's insane. But just really beautiful shades. Some Kat Von D shadows are like really complex. There's nothing really here that I would say is like ultra complex and super unique, except for maybe this middle shade, which is called Dark Star, I believe. That one's probably the most complex in the bunch, just because it's got some unique shimmers in it. Like most Kat Von D shadows, you do need to make sure you tap off your brush. They are pretty soft. Definitely recommend on this one too. I mean, for somebody that bought all these palettes, I sure ended up liking pretty much everything. Pretty well. I mean, like, I really love them. I love all these shadow palettes so much, and I don't regret a single purchase, I have to say. Even though, you know, I know it's a lot to spend on eyeshadow, I do have a makeup channel, and, you know, I wanna review things for you. I want you to know whether they're good or not, and that's how I justify it. I could be buying some terrible drug that's ridiculously expensive, or I could be buying Kat Von D palettes. I'll take the palettes. All right, the last thing I wanted to show you isn't quite a palette, but it's this Too Faced Beauty Wishes and Sweet Kisses. That's what pretty girls are made of palette. And what was there? Oh, I think it was a mascara maybe. I forget. Oh, no, it was a lip gloss, and I put it in my bag. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry, guys. I lost the lip gloss. I don't know what I did with it, but the big reason why I wanted to show you this is there's one thing in here that I think stands out, and it is available in full size, and it's the Snow Bunny Bronzer. I just wanted to show that to you because it is so much more amazing than I could ever have imagined. I just never would have purchased this, but I just put them all together, and let me show you. This thing is not a bronzer. This is a highlight, girlfriend. I don't know what the heck they're thinking calling this a bronzer. This is a highlight. Look how beautiful. Oh my goodness, watch this. Oh, my arm looks gross still. Hold on. Let me make my arm look a little less gross. Bam. Look at that. I mean, just so beautiful. Are you kidding me, Too Faced? Are you kidding me? How is that a bronzer? That is a straight up gorgeous highlight. Market it that way. I mean, seriously, like, why would you even market that as a bronzer? That's not a bronzer. That's gorgeousness. And these shadows, these things do separate, like these colors. So like there's the white, and then there's the pink, and there's the one brown, and then we'll put the other brown. So those are the 5 shades. We'll swatch all those for you. Brown, 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 brown. Okay, so this is them swatched all together, and then these are all the different shades that you get in there. I mean, come on. I mean, this is limited edition holiday, but you can get that Snow Bunny bronzer anytime. Like, it's around. They sell it. So would definitely recommend picking that up. This palette I could totally do without. I mean, this thing is so cheap, and the shadows really aren't that amazing. The Chocolate Soleil bronzer is pretty nice. It goes on pretty cakey though, so you have to like really be careful with it. I mean, but the shadows aren't blowing me away. It's really just this that blows me away. So I wouldn't recommend this as a palette as a whole. That's why I'm not really that worried about the lip gloss in it, because I'm not recommending this as a whole. I'm just recommending the Snow Bunny bronzer. Overall amazingness if you're looking for a highlight, especially a versatile highlight that you can get that many shades out of. What? Yes, that's what I'm talking about, girlfriend. Okay. So that is the review of all of my recent palette purchases. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to enter the giveaway down below. Again, you just put a comment down below that you're interested in winning this gorgeous Stila palette in the garden that I don't think you're going to be able to get anymore unless you find it at Nordstrom Rack. They do sell Stila stuff at Nordstrom Rack, so you might be able to find it there. Other than that, you're probably not going to be able to find it. So if you're interested in this, definitely put a comment down below. I'll be sending that to one of you. And if you enjoyed this video and you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on my videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Mad love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!